All right, we are live. It is 9:59 a.m. Okay, so honestly, this is just for like a recap for myself, but also for in case anyone's watching, whatever. Um, okay, so this week has been kind of weird as a whole. So let's see. Monday, I wasn't feeling very well, so I decided to hop on the charts, not hop on the charts at all. So I just had the day off basically. So I took no trades on Monday. Uh, Tuesday, I saw no trades. I didn't take any trades either. There was nothing I was really looking particularly at in regards to that, so I took no trades. And then I also had Wednesday. I think Wednesday we had a decent trade maybe coming in, but I didn't. But I wasn't really confident in a draw, so I chose not to take any trades, and so we left it at that. And then we had yesterday, Thursday. Thursday, yeah, I see anything either. Thursday, it was very funny. Like it just dipped and then it just consolidated a lot, and I didn't see a trade, so I took nothing. Actually, no, I'm lying. I was gonna take one. I was gonna take a trade. But my paper trading account wasn't working, and even if it had traded it, I probably would have taken out at break even, and I wouldn't have lost anything or gained anything really. But is what it is. But But today there was a trade, and it's still technically 10 a.m., so it's still valid. Something could still happen. But unfortunately, unfortunately, I believe I missed. I mean, I could probably get another one. I get another unfortunately, I could probably get another trade, but I'm not because my paper trading is not working anyway. I gotta get that fixed up, see what's what. But this is the point. So I was very bullish coming into the day today. Well, because for one we created sorry, no, so looking into daily, right, we had taken all-time highs, and then we had, yeah, so we had taken all-time highs, and we had taken previous day highs. Once that was done, we were dipping into this 4 hour gap right here. Hold on, let me clear this up right now. Let me clear this up. Accept the session opens. Oh, so this was my idea. So we had already taken previous day highs, and we had taken all-time highs. So looking into the 15 minute, what we did is all-time highs sit up here. I'll put it as previous day highs because technically it was the same high. No, not this one. Sorry. We're gonna go with this. We had previous day highs. So the previous day high was the all-time high. We came up, we took it. So this is Asia. So what we did in Asia session pushed up. We took out this all-time high, and then we returned back once again. Came to take out these equal lows sitting down here within this 5 minute, and then we pushed up. That was now pre-market. London pre-market pushing back up. London then took out these highs, but then came back up and then generated a higher high. And from there, we took out once again this previous high here, and then we turned right back down. Was looking a little closer again right here at market open. We took out this high here, right here. This high we took out, create a new high in London, and then we began to push back down towards this 4 hour gap right here. Bam. And we also pushed down toward this 1 hour gap right down here. Once again, we have a very bullish we are very bullish overall. I saw it once again come back down towards London, and I wanted New York to pretty much uh essentially create the reversal, because what I was looking at very specifically was this. So we came down to the 4 hour right here, and then we came down to this 1 hour right here. Before market open, we had this what was it? Where is it? In MNQ, we had this, what is it called? We had this very small but yet important 15 minute, sorry, 15 small, whoa, it's very small. 15 minutes is right here, very small 15-minute inverse. So I believe that we were now looking for longs at this point. So this is where I messed up because we also had, actually, we think about it. Yeah, we also had at New York Open. MES had this 15-minute inverse, but even looking into 5 minute, we had this inverse at this level right here. Pre-market, we had this inverse here as well. So I was looking for longs once again. The problem I had coming into the market, once again, let me mark out this high up here. So in this case would be all-time highs. So what I was looking at, right? So right at open, what we did, MNQ, what we did in MNQ was we pushed down, took out this low right here. So looking to the 1 minute, right as market open, we came down, we took out this low, and then we began to push up. But what we didn't do in MES, we didn't take out this low at all. We just pushed right up. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we didn't take that low, we took out the low here. That to me was already a sign of an SMT, and in that case, we would have had this as the leading. We would have had MES as the leading index. Then I saw us break. By the time that I was looking at this, we had already breaking this 5 minute, and here technically we had already breaking it, but then we had this 5 minute break in. Sorry, this 5 minute break in MES. We didn't have this until a little bit later. But yeah, I already had in mind that we had an SMT, very small SMT, but SMT nonetheless, right here. We had this really small SMT internally. Bam. And once again here. Was it this low? Hold up. Yeah. Right. Well, either one of these. None of these got taken out anyway. So in this case, let's do this one. Bam. Well, it really is this one, but bam, right here. Wait, so no, it's 923, and in this case 923 would be, yeah, right here. Sorry, my fault. We had an SMT right here. We took out this low here in MNQ. We did not in MES, meaning that MES was the leading index. What I was waiting for, and once again, I was very bullish, and we had just taken 4 hour, and we just had taken 1 hour. I was super bullish, and I wanted to see New York do the reversal and contribute to the upside towards all-time highs. I see, well, for one, I see this 5 minute pre-markets, pre-market, what do you call it? Inverse right here. I see this pre-market inverse in the 5 minute. Let me get rid of this as well. Bam and bam. Inverse in the 5 minute in this 5 minute pre-market, but I really wanted to see a New York Open, what do you call it? A reversal. So now that I know that MES is a leading index, I was looking now for a long on MES. Ideally is what I would want done. We once again at this level, we inverse this FEG. We push right back into this FEG as well. And my entry would have looked something like this. Taking an entry at this level right here. I would have put my take profit at all-time highs up here. And then my disrespect level would be down here. If anything, if we wanted to really push down all the way, I would have imagined we wanted to push down to this 1 minute. In which case, maybe it's fine and we can respect off of that. Maybe come take out this low and then push back up. But once again, MES was the leading index. And MES was the one that ended up taking us all the way here. I was essentially looking for the same exact move in MNQ. But my mind didn't calculate, like didn't like process the fact that MES was leading index until later on, and it started to chop up, and I missed a trade that I was looking for. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the thing wasn't working anyway. My paper trading wasn't working anyway, but that's just a quick recap of the week. Missed a trade, but I think I'm getting better overall. I just gotta be a little bit more, just be a little more aware of MES and MNQ correlation. Also very careful about the which one is the leading index in this case. And right now we setting once again we hit all time highs here, and then in this case MNQ just hit these highs, swept up these highs, and then once again we are reversing. But I would have liked to have taken this trade. This was a really good setup. 4 hour, 1 hour got taken. 5 minutes pre-market, um, pre-market, pre-market 5 minutes, uh, inverse, and then we had a New York Open inverse. We had an SMT in the 1 minute. These took out these lows in MNQ. We did not in MES. 5 minutes to the upside. We did also we did also once again had respected this FEG, and I would have taken this trade from this level up. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I missed the trade, but I think from now on, I'm just gonna be doing this kind of thing, just recapping a little bit. No, I'm not going into depth into it. This week I didn't have much trades. I did take like one small trade, like a very like micro trade, in I think on Wednesday, I believe. I think to make 41 bucks, and my paper trading was working then. It is not working now. I'm looking forward to fixing it this over the weekend, hopefully. Today is the last day of trading. I'm not gonna be trading. I don't think anytime. Um, I don't know about trading. What do you call it? Um, the next couple weeks because government is shut down. So I don't know how it's gonna look lately. The next couple days. Right now, the news is tentative, so it's very weird. I don't know what happened during my practice time, but it is what it is. And so yeah, I'm just gonna be practicing on FX replay. I think I've been getting the idea down. I've been trying to get my model down overall. But yeah, that's a good just quick little recap on today's trade that I would have taken. But I unfortunately messed up. Either way, I didn't lose any money. So I'm gonna try to fix my paper trading and hopefully get that running again. But yeah, that's that for today. That's from also I can journal this as well. Make sure I'm a little more, more pay attention a little bit more to market and order flow. And yeah, that's it for today. So chop chop, and yeah, hopefully next week maybe the government shutdown gets better or whatever. Uh, but yeah, that's it. Deuces.